Hello, and thanks for checking out the first video in the Spinal Qigong series. I can teach this for free to anyone because I'm here to really show that I want to help people. However, some of the exercises absolutely need direct one-on-one assistance in ensuring you do it right, because if you don't, you will not get the benefits. But the first stretches I'm going to show you, anyone can do. I hope that these stretches change your life because they really have the potential. And for further information, to get more stretches, all you have to do is let me know. I'm here to help. The first stretch we do is practically the most important stretch. The first stretch you learn is the most important stretch. Grandmaster Guo taught Grandmaster Kwok how the forward bend is absolutely crucial. And there are beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels. What I'm going to show you here now is the beginner level. The forward bend. Why is the forward bend so important? Basically, all you're doing is standing, feet evenly apart, about shoulder width apart, okay? The distance is really not too much to matter about. On your beginning level, you just stand comfortably. You bend at the acetabulums, bony prominences from the hips. And you bend as such. Now, some people with spinal difficulties might not be able to get this far. It's true. There's people that can only bend like this. If that's you, don't worry about it. You have an imperfection. Everybody does. But you can absolutely benefit by doing this because you're going to start to pull the spinal cord apart. You start to open up the nervous system, and from there you will get more flexibility, your nervous system will heal, and you can move further and further. So you just stand here. You want to bend from the actual hips, the acetabulum bones in the leg. And bend down as much as you can. You can bend down and just let it drop. Let your head drop, let your arms drop. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you have increased flexibility. You can get down, 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 until you're hanging upside down. And what happens here is gravity takes over. More so, because when you're still here, you need to work on getting further in order to let the gravity pull the spine apart like a gravity chair, opening up the spine, letting it elongate effortlessly, passively. That's why the spinal forward bend stretch is so important, and the first stretch you learn in Spinal Qigong, because it is the most important stretch and you can spend the most time on this to get the most benefit. So basically you just stand here and relax. Okay? First move. Now when you get real low, if you're already at this point where you can kind of sink low, okay, you can begin moving towards intermediate levels by bouncing. Okay? Even if you're up here, you can bounce. Okay? This will help open up your spine a little bit more. You can cross the arms, that almost helps. You can rotate the arms in a little circle. Some people do it like that, some people do it like this. You can do it both ways. I prefer this way. Okay? You get low and you can start bouncing. And you want to do it gently, you want to do it lightly, you don't want to do anything your body won't accept. But listen to your body, that's what's so important. Another key aspect of this is focus on the bottom of the feet, okay? You want to have the balance perfectly balanced between the balls of the feet, the heels, and the toes, gently gripping the ground, making sure that you have equilibrium. You don't want to fall forward, you don't want to fall back. It's important to have balance. And that's all there is to this. Very, very simple exercise. I know it doesn't seem that impressive, but it is the most important stretch because, again, when you get deep enough into it, you will allow the spine to open up. As you get deep into this stretch, the vertebrae open up. They pull apart from each other. And the nerves coming out of the spinal cord will not be pinched by the vertebrae. Because over time, gravity puts more and more pressure on these spinal nerves, and that cuts off the energy and efficiency of the whole body. And this is probably, I'm taking an educated guess here, one of the leading causes of aging. Because the spinal gravity itself, the gravity of the vertebrae on each other, pinches the nerves and leads to deterioration of the organ systems and full body health. So what you want to do is open that up. Stand here, get into it, and start stretching as long as you can comfortably. Ideally, you want the hamstrings to be straight. If you can't, you can do it with bent knees, but you're going to get the most out of it with the legs being straight so that you can stretch the biceps femoris muscles. You stretch the lower back, the quadratus lumborum, and you stretch all the muscles, you stretch everything up the body. You can just get into it like this. Another point to move towards intermediate is to move on each leg, to put a little more emphasis. Now, if you have trouble even getting down here, that's okay. Just move on one leg, puts a little bit more emphasis on one leg. Focus on your balance, straighten the leg to feel it in the hamstring, okay? Put a little bit more emphasis on one leg at a time. That way you get your weight of your body, the gravity, pulling those tendons that need to stretch just a little bit more. And you can see how that will advance you from beginner to intermediate. So for balancing, you can just move like this. And that's it. That's part 1. Thanks for watching. Check out part 2, and we'll be moving forward.